we need you. 70,000 out. Don't forget, I remember going to Fort Bragg, and like, wow, look at how many people, how many battalions are here. I remember watching a run because they were doing some sort of big unit run. So all the units on a Friday, they were all going out for a run. I remember stopping watching. I was waiting for across the road, but there was just not one. I was like, how many? This would have been like the equivalent to the British Army just running past. There was thousands of them. I always remember that from the first time I ever went to American base, which was 1984. It was the Airborne Rangers in Fort Lewis, Tacoma. That was amazing. Oh, my light's gone out. That was amazing because it was the first time I've worked with the Americans and actually been on American base. Is that better? Can you see us?
Yeah. You're good. You're still rolling. You're perfect.
Yeah. And basically, so it was 1984. So I was 19, just getting 20. I remember going to the Fort Lewis in the state of Washington in Tacoma, by Tacoma. I remember seeing this base, and it was massive. It was just amazing. And then just the difference in, you know, and everything, basically, how big everything was, especially you go into your cookhouse to come to our restaurants. We'd go in there, we'd always get fed well, but we'd have like a cook, a chef or cook or whatever behind the counter, and you say one sausage or two sausages, and you know, for you to give you so many beans and so on like this. I remember going to the American base, and it's like, God Almighty, they had that much food and steak, and they had ice cream on there every meal. To us, we won't get that until it was Christmas and stuff like that, you know. And it was just like so interesting to work with Americans then, because we did all your with the Airborne Rangers did their survival course up in Yakima, and they just had such a good time. They were so it was so much fun working with them, and then afterwards also playing with them. You know, going out on the town and just seeing how what it was like America. Yeah, for a young lad from UK who's hardly ever traveled, then suddenly you're there and it's like, wow. And just everything. I remember getting the pitchers of beer. We just used to always have like pints of beer. And then we was in the military mess, and saying, I mean, on their camps, we was saying, right, a pitcher, and we're all having pitchers. And like, okay. And you buy one, get one free. And we're like, okay. And there was four of us. So we'd all buy one, get one free, a pitcher each. And they say, what, you guys? And obviously it's meant to be shared, but we'd have a table and just flooded with these beers. So we was drinking out the bottles, I mean, out the jugs and stuff. But we had a right good laugh every time we went to America. And then after that, the next time I went to America was with the Special Forces. I went with SEAL Team 6 up in the deserts in Nevada and Reno and stuff like that. Again, work hard, play hard, but with Delta Force and Bragg, that was fantastic. Had some right good, because we did a lot of crossover training, and again, amazing facilities, amazing guys, and we're also fun party guys. I think that, but in the same way, Special Forces guys party, if you get what I mean.
Absolutely.
All military party in a certain way, but Special Forces guys, it goes out, you know, and as soon as one of our guys dies, we have a piss up as well for the guy straight away. And then the funeral, it's like, obviously it's sad, but it's you have a laugh about all the things what went on there, and then sell all the kit and auction off all the kit and we do things in different ways. I think your Special Forces are a bit the same.
Oh, without a doubt. And that's actually a great segue, because I want to talk to you about the relationship that Delta and the SAS have, because Delta is modeled off of the SAS. Charles Beckworth went over there, I believe in the late 70s, learned from him, came back and modeled what now the unit Delta Force CAG. When the SAS thinks about Delta Force, when they view them as warriors, soldiers, what type of view does the average SAS guy have of the average guy in the unit?
Oh, they're very professional. They're like ourselves. They're really good. But what I find is we seem to be more of a jack of all trades. You see what I mean, master of none? Because, as I said, we have to concentrate on every area of operations, but also internal as well, internal counterterrorism as well. Yeah, but no, they're really good guys, and they used to come across to us regular as well. So we do a lot of exchange. The SES and I mean Delta, we did all the time together. So sometimes they come across and do our ranges. What I found is they always had the better kit. It was like Big Brother always had the better kit. You know what I mean? But the soldier's the soldier, they're always the same. You know what I mean? You
Was
can
the
tell.
kit
You can just tell the special forces soldier, except. I think it's just American way. They still chew all that tobacco and all that sort of stuff, and that still goes on. And they like we like a big mug, but they have a big jug of protein shakes, and they still like to buff up a bit more, whereas we don't. You know what I mean? We just keep a normal training. But
is the kit being different? Is that just what comes down to money for research and development, that the US just has more money that they're willing to spend on night vision or whatever it might be? Or how does, we're very close allies. Why do you think our kit would be better than what you guys would get?
well, our special forces we get by far the best kit than what any of the military do. But then I think we always sort of take from what your weapons or what you've done next. We sort of get your kit, if you know what I mean. For instance, when you join the special forces, we straight away we always had we had American like weapons. Well, it was a crossover between American and Canadian. DeMarco, like a sort of the M4 done up, but it's based off everything sort of based off the American weapons. We didn't use the SA-80, what the normal army used, the normal British weapon, because they were dog shit. They were just breaking down. It's 2 years to get them prepared. The amount of people that I reckon must have lost their lives through them just having they were faulty. They were that first Gulf War in the desert. As soon as you got a bit of sand in there, and they jam up. They were useless. So we never once they got to special forces, they were like, oh, we aren't having them. We have proper kit, good kit. Which to me, that's just terrible if you think about it. I remember we used to just have a body armor in the normal army, and it should just be it was about I don't know about 6 inches by 8 inches, and it just protected your heart and your vital organs, and that was it. And it was inside a sort of a flat vest. It's just that was just there for keep you together. You know what I mean? So unless that bullet hit anywhere else, we didn't even used to have full body armor. They've got full body armor now. It took a long time, but the special forces always had full body armor, so we always had the better kit there. But it's not just the kit; it's the resources and facilities. So we come across to you because when we're training, say on aircraft, trying to blow doors, we'd have a big aircraft and we'd have wooden doors and blow them off. You go over to America and this is it Air Force Pope. They've got a massive elephant's graveyard full of aircraft. So you practice on all different aircraft and you blow real doors. And these doors cost a lot of money because obviously specific doors need specific charges. So to practice and blowing real doors, and sometimes we'd be blowing several doors a day, and each door costs I don't know how many thousand, and taking on like specific vehicles. Say if you was in VIP, the VIP role, looking after delegates and dignitaries, and something happened, how to break in an armored vehicle or take on an armored vehicle. We'd be taking on some of these armored vehicles. There's nothing wrong with them. They've been in your State Department or whatever just for a couple of years, and then we were using them to blow up and get inside, how to tactically get inside and get inside a secure vehicle. And also all your ranges. I used to go with SEAL Team 6. That was brilliant. We'd be up in Nevada and they'd make a range full of balsa wood, and we blow it to bits, all different targets. Come back next day, and they've built another range with all different specific buildings and houses. In the UK, there's only a certain couple of places where you can drop live ordnance, so it'd be the same boring drops. Whereas there, we even had tanks and where they drop chalk bombs on, so you could get them drop chalk bombs, and we'd have a couple of howitzers firing Willie Pete, firing white phosphorus, so we could use them as guided. And it's just amazing your facilities compared to what we've got. And obviously it's money. So we'd go over across to yours to scrounge off you for a bit and do the courses and that. And then you come across to ours and we take you on some of our training. So
That
yeah, you've definitely got it's the resources, we this what was it? The C-17s, in it, the big aircraft. I
Yeah.
remember us getting. I don't know. We've got a couple of them now, but we didn't used to have them. I remember getting them one of them. You know, that'd take a battalion of us. You think 70 of them? That's it. I mean, 70 of them would take our entire army. You've got
Did you,
everything.
when you
Big.
were in Iraq, were you ever on operations at the same time as Delta was? Like
Yeah, yeah,
together?
yeah, yeah. Not specifically in the same teams, but we would
Right.
go into joint operations, yeah, and we trade information. Got a lot of respect for Delta and a lot of respect for SEAL
Still
teams.
Team 6.